Hi everyone, I'm Micheline from Americana Quilting. We do custom quilting and long arming, and we are in Paducah at the Quilt Show. We're so excited to be here. We have seen so many beautiful things, and we're going to share a few of them with you. So I hope you'll come along on this ride with us and enjoy seeing some beautiful quilts and some fun things. Okay, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that little walkthrough that we did at the quilt show. We had so much fun, and I bought a lot of things, and I'm going to take you through that now. But first of all, this is Maverick. This is my daughter's dog. His mom is Domino, and his dad is Ranger, and you get to see those two all the time in my videos. I think that's all the attention we were going to get from him. Let's turn to some of the fabric I got today. I really had a good time. We didn't only go to the quilt show there at the pavilion, the AQS Quilt Show, but we also went to the smaller Paducah Quilt Show over in the Fairgrounds. And let's start with what we got there. It was the end of Saturday, and it was just about closing time. So I got several bundles of scraps that were half off because, you know, I need more scraps. Like I need another hole in the head. But another fun thing that we got there was this bundle of antique 9 patches. Aren't they just adorable? So that's going to be a lot of fun to put into a little quilt. And there's a good many of them. And this was a great buy. I think it was half off of $15. So that was really fun. That was at the Paducah Quilt Show. Now, we also went to Hancocks of Paducah. Oh, the Mecca of all Meccas. We had a great time there. We picked some beautiful layer cakes because it was getting on towards closing time. So I didn't want to stand through the lines to get fabric cut. So I got these 3 layer cakes, and I also got a jelly roll of this fabric because isn't that just so beautiful? Now, one of my favorite purchases of the whole show and from there is this bundle. This is Marcus Fabrics Summer House, and the colors are just to die for. So I am so excited about doing something with that. Now, one of the trends that I saw at the quilt show this year, and maybe it's a trend, maybe it's not, I don't know, maybe I just was drawn to that, were all the quilts with teeny tiny little piecing. So might try and do something with that with this selection. I'm not sure. Okay, what's some other things that we bought at the quilt show? This was actually at the same show we got this out. So that was the Paducah Quilt Show, and that's 4 1-yard pieces, and we just thought those were some really beautiful colors. Got this at the AQS Quilt Show. Trade Winds Fat Quarter Bundles. Aren't those beautiful? Okay. Now, another thing that we did is there was a little shop right across the street from the Dome, and it was a fabric shop, quilt fabric shop. So we went in there. We had bought this cute little layer cake of vegetables and all kinds of fun things, and Savannah really loved this. She thought that was a lot of fun. So when we went into that little quilt shop, we bought some fabrics that coordinated with it. And I think I'm going to do some kind of log cabin with this combination here, and I think that's going to be really pretty. I also bought at that store a bundle of homespuns. Now, I am really excited about these. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, what kind of quilt I'm going to put all of these in, but that's going to be really fun to work with. Now, one of the highlights of the show for me is, let's see, 2-3 years ago, I went to a quilt show, and I bought this bundle of fabric from Seriously Whimsy by P. Carter Carpin, sorry. And I found her again. She was there, and I actually got to meet her. So I was able to replenish my stock of her beautiful fabric. And I am just in love with these fabrics. I think they are so, so beautiful. I just, this, if there's a style fabric that I love, this is it. This is it. I just think they're absolutely divine. So I was able to buy a bunch of fabric from her. And you can see what I did with these fabrics in actually, I think it was my very first YouTube video, and it was the Forget-Me-Not wall hanging. So if you want to see what I did with this fabric once before, you can look at that video. My friend that works with me loves to do bags. So the same person that had these fabrics also had a collection of cork for bag making, and one of my favorite prints, they had it in the cork. So I have bringing this home to Leah, and I hope she's going to love it. I bought a little bit of jewelry, so I'm sure you'll get to see that as I'm quilting. Bought a bunch of rulers. Okay, so I bought an add a quarter ruler, because Brenda from Conquering Mount Scrapmore is always using that when she's doing her paper piecing, so I thought that'd be nice to have. I did buy just a 5-inch ruler. I wanted a 5-inch ruler, so I bought that. Then I also had it in my head that I wanted a block lock, so I went and I got 2 block locks. I got the 6.5-inch one and the 3.5-inch one, so I'm really excited to use those. And I've got a project coming up that I'm definitely going to be able to use those. Okay, so here's the last thing I want to show you is something that I'm really excited about. I have been trying to, you know, we're quilters, you all know this, our hands start to suffer, right? I've got terrible arthritis in my hands. And so I've been trying to find an ergonomic rotary cutter. So I found this one. This is True Cut. And what it does, you can use it with a regular ruler, but you can also use it with a ruler like this that has a ridge that runs along this, along each side. And this can be set up to where it's left-handed or right-handed. And of course, we'll have it set up to where it's left-handed. But you put your finger here instead of your thumb. And by putting your finger here, that really alleviates the pressure in this joint. You also, by using this little guy right here on it, you run that along that ridge so it keeps the rotary cutter snug against the ruler. So we'll do a demonstration on that one day when I'm actually using it. But there's my haul, and I had so much fun, and everybody there was so nice. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Do all the things that make that algorithm sing. And until next time, stay quilting.